on NewsBeat. The student government president and vice president were inaugurated today.
How student government and LSU Feminist in Action are raising awareness about interpersonal violence.
And what national holiday Louisiana is celebrating today.
All this and so much more, NewsBeat starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to Wednesday Newsbeat. I'm Miguel Paredes-Reyes.
And I'm Gracie Guillat. Thanks for joining us.
Popular Baton Rouge rapper NBA YoungBoy was arrested again in Utah on drug, weapons, and other charges Tuesday evening by Cache County Sheriff's Office. YoungBoy has been living in his Utah home on house arrest after facing multiple charges in Louisiana and was arrested at his home yesterday and booked into Cache County Jail.
It's inauguration day for LSU's new student government president and vice president. Joseph Liberto and Amelia Carmen officially took office earlier today in the Manship Schools Holiday Forum. The results were announced last Monday. The two sophomores that headlined the Energized ticket won 57% of the vote. This will be the first student government office held by both Liberto and Carmen. Liberto and Carmen thanked their campaign staff for assisting them throughout the election and plan to make new policies for the student body and are ready to represent students all across campus.
I'm ready to get it started. I'm ready to really get my hands on and try and help students any way I can.
The Energized campaign wants to improve parking permit distribution all across campus, and that's just one of the many ideas the new president and vice president plans to implement during their time in office.
Tuesday night, LSU Student Government and LSU Feminist in Action hosted their second annual Take Back the Night, an event that raises awareness about interpersonal violence and give a voice to survivors. The slogan of the night was "Shatter the Silence and Prevent Sexual Violence." And the program included messages from state and community leaders urging for better campus safety. Through education and awareness, Feminist in Action takes a proactive stance addressing sexual violence on campus. Sexual violence is the most prevalent crime on college campuses. According to the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, college-aged women are twice as likely to experience sexual violence than robbery. LSU Feminist in Action President Marissa Eisworth says she's seen an increase in safety on campus since last year's event.
I think the three biggest things that LSU students can take away from this event are a sense of community, a feeling of support, and hopefully knowing that campus is moving in a better direction than where we've been in the past.
50% of all proceeds from Take Back the Night will go to the Iris Domestic Violence Center. Feminist in Action is also hosting a Black Femicide Awareness panel tonight at 6 in Coates Hall.
If you're an in-state student, you may have already booked your appointment to get your vehicle inspected this summer. But this may be the last time you need to do this. Reporter Cooper Dick has more on how one lawmaker wants to get rid of inspection stickers.
Every year, residents of the greater Baton Rouge area are required to get their vehicle inspected for $18, a nuisance that State Representative Lawrence Bagley wants to get rid of with House Bill 344.
I just thought it was useless, and my goal since I've been elected is to get rid of it.
Currently, Louisiana is only one of 11 states that require annual inspections of all vehicles, and is the only one of those 11 with a Republican-controlled government after Texas passed a law to phase out inspections.
I asked one of the state troopers, if you don't see a tag on the car, what do you think? He said, like, we just assume they're out of state. So they're having trouble checking themselves. And unfortunately, it's not a problem because the state police are running short of people.
Under the proposed law, non-commercial vehicles will no longer be required to get an inspection, while Ascension, Iberville, Livingston, and East and West Baton Rouge parishes would be required to get a biannual emissions inspection for $8, as required by the Federal Clean Air Act. While many residents support the bill, some worry about how police will be able to keep track of what cars are safe for the roads.
I don't think that inspection stickers are unimportant because, it's kind of what stops people from going out on the road with, with their blinkers not working or things like that.
Despite its support, House Bill 344 was withdrawn from the legislature after the OMV and state law enforcement expressed concern over the potential loss in revenue the bill would cause. Representative Bagley remains optimistic, however, as he plans to work with police and the OMV to cover the cost of funds and end the inspections by next year.
And I'm very optimistic about this. I don't think I've ever dealt with any kind of legislation that was so popular, and everybody wants to get it. I'm just having some money trouble with it, but we will work all this out.
For Tiger TV, I'm Cooper Dick.
For more updates on the bill, be sure to visit the Louisiana legislation's website at legis.la.gov.
After the break, see who is taking over beauty stores all over the country.
Stick with us, Tigers.
We're Tiger TV, LSU's student-run broadcast news station.
We're bringing you 4 newscasts a week, covering all things LSU.
Our news team is covering all the stories you need to know from LSU's campus and the Baton Rouge community.
And our sports team has you covered on the Tigers from the field to the court.
Tiger TV, sports, news, you.
Watch us on WBRZ 2+, Channel 11 at 11:10.
Welcome back to NewsBeat. The last few days have been getting a lot warmer and a lot more humid. My hair has been frizzing up like crazy. Our weather reporter Riley Choplin is in the studio with more on tonight's weather.
Well, Riley, is the warmer and humid air a sign for summer on the way, or are we going to be stuck with spring for a little bit longer?
We are going to be stuck with spring for just a little bit longer, but today's conditions surely have felt like summer. We're going to continue experiencing this hot and humid air as we go through tonight. Thursday and Friday, we are going to have some cloudy skies, with Friday reaching a high temperature of 90 degrees. Now for Saturday night, we're going to have some rain coming in, and that's going to stick with us on Sunday and cooling temperatures through the beginning of next week. We're going to keep those cloudy skies until Wednesday when the sun is finally going to come out and shine. That's all I have for today. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Riley. From playgrounds to makeup vanities, a new trend is emerging among young girls on the internet. They're called Sephora Kids. Reporter Kennedy Caldwell explores what drives their passion and how parents are navigating them.
The beauty and skincare industry is seeing a surprising new trend within their clientele: young children.
I do think that there's like a bigger push with the social media that's kind of wanting the kids to use things that they may not even have a use for. Like, she's 12. She doesn't need retinol or...
Here at Sephora, it's not just adults searching for the perfect beauty product. Children, some as young as 10, are now becoming regulars from becoming inspired by their favorite social media influencers. 12-year-old Cassidy explains more about her desire to explore more beauty and skincare.
Favorite ones, I would say maybe Kayla Lamack, because she made a video one time and like explaining like her skincare, and yeah.
Sephora Kids has become a buzzword, describing young girls like Cassidy that are drawn to skincare and makeup, experimenting with products from popular brands like Drunk Elephant and Glow Recipe. Cassidy's mother, Kelly, is doing her best with guiding her daughter towards age-appropriate choices.
Her skincare routine with like a cleanser and toner maybe, and moisturizer with sunscreen. So I do think a simple 3-step process would be good, but all of these other products I don't think are beneficial to young girls' skin at all.
As the beauty industry continues to grow, so does the responsibility to ensure safe practices for all ages. For Tiger TV News, I'm Kennedy Caldwell.
As this trend grows, so does the need for parental guidance when showing young girls what products are safe for them.
Lactose intolerant customers hit Starbucks with a $5 million lawsuit, calling dairy-free upcharges discrimination. Reporter Erin Delahunty is in the studio with more. Erin?
The class action lawsuit was filed last month by 2 California residents in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of California.
And does the almond milk cost extra? Let's see. Yeah, it's 70 cents more.
The lawsuit alleges that Starbucks discriminates against customers with lactose allergies by upcharging the non-dairy milk options. The upcharges on non-dairy milk, including soy, almond, coconut, oat, and other plant-based milks, can range between 50 to 90 cents extra. Lactose intolerance, which infects 30 million Americans, counts as a disability under the Americans with Disabilities Act. These menu surcharges violate the Americans with Disabilities Act. A spokesperson for the Starbucks company said cannot comment on pending litigation, but defended the company, saying that for no additional cost, customers can add up to 4 ounces of non-dairy milk to a few particular beverages on the menu. These beverage options include hot or iced brewed coffee or tea, cold brew, and Americano beverages. If Starbucks loses this lawsuit, it could affect the prices of dairy-free milk in stores across the nation.
I do think it's unfair because my body can't process regular dairy, so the fact that I have to pay more just for my intolerance, I think is unfair.
As the case progresses, it will be up to the courts to decide if Starbucks practices are misleading or if any changes are necessary.
Today, Louisiana is boiling with excitement over this national holiday.
After the break, find out what food Louisianians will be diving into today to celebrate.
We're Tiger TV, LSU's student-run broadcast news station.
We're bringing you 4 newscasts a week, covering all things LSU.
Our news team is covering all the stories you need to know from LSU's campus and the Baton Rouge community.
And our sports team has you covered on the Tigers from the field to the court.
Tiger TV, sports, news, you.
Watch us on WBRZ 2+, Channel 11 at 11:10.
So good.
Welcome back. Well, today all Louisianians should be very happy because it's National Crawfish Day.
That's right, Gracie. If you haven't had crawfish this season, today is the perfect day to head to your local spot or just have a boil with some friends.
Well, I don't know about you, Miguel, but crawfish is absolutely my favorite food ever. I have it at least once a week. Sometimes twice when it fits, you know, in my budget. And with those prices decreasing, I may have to get it even more.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It's been a while since I've had crawfish, so I'm gonna need to change that today.
You're just not a true Louisianian.
Well, I will be heading to get some crawfish tonight, so don't worry.
Good.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight's News Beat. To stay up to date with Louisiana news and sports, check out our website at tigertv.tv and follow us on social media at LSU Tiger TV.
Also, be sure to tune in to Newsbeat live at 5 every Monday through Thursday. Until next time, I'm Gracie Guillot.
And I'm Miguel Paredes Reyes. Have a great night, Tigers.